get the idea. What is up, YouTube? I got a interesting story for you today. Just got some gas and we are ready to go. So, as you probably saw in the title, I almost lost my right hand today. I work in a factory. Obviously, I don't make money on YouTube, but I work in a factory. I do carpentry work. I make custom furniture, the expensive shit, the stuff that I can't afford to buy, even with my discount there. Like, I mean, we sell tabletops for over $2,000. We're famous for butcher blocks, real big butcher blocks. We've done ones that were over 800 pounds. Takes 3 guys to flip them. But today, I was on this big drill press, right? It's got three drill bits pointing down, right? You hit a foot pedal and the table rises up and it rises into the drill bits. I was making manual tops today, 64 by 54, 2 1/4 thick. So I had to drill all the pieces for the metal rods to go through. These tops are made so you can take them apart and have 2 halves. And so I was drilling those all day. So I'm actually in pain right now as I'm speaking. So what happened was, I was drilling a centerpiece, the part where the tops disconnect from. Like, they're 2 rails thick, so instead of being 2 1/4, you know, they're 4 1/2. Now, they're 2 rails thick, which makes the wood itself closer to the drill bits, and it's another windy day. I'm getting pushed around. I have my hand on top of it, my right hand, I had it on top of it, and I went to slide it into the bump stop, the part that lines up where the drills are going to hit. I went to slide it into that, but the wood didn't slide, just my hand did. And I ended up sliding my hand directly under a drill bit. And what happened there was the drill bit, this is how fast they spin, it snagged my glove. All right. The funny thing is, I don't normally wear gloves when I work this job. I mean, it's a pretty simple kind of work at your own pace kind of job. So normally I don't even wear gloves. But today, luckily I decided to. And it snagged the glove up. I mean, it all happened so fast. Like, I'm still trying to put all the pieces together. I just remember, like, being stuck with my wrist bent backwards, like it was fucking, man, like it was broken. It was bent backwards like it was broken, and I remember just punching the shit out of the E-stop button, and it dropped my hand. Like, I was not controlling my arm anymore. I hit the E-stop button and my arm just dropped to the table. I mean, it hurt my wrist like pretty bad. But after I calmed down, you know, it doesn't hurt that bad now that I calmed myself down. You know, which is part of the reason I wanted to come out and ride. You know, riding pretty much calms my nerves. Besides all the stupid people out here, I can kind of just hang out and cruise, you know, clear my head out a little bit. But it grabbed my glove up, it chewed it up so bad, it was spitting pieces of my blue gloves. It was spitting them out all over the place. There's blood all over the gloves, and, you know, blood dripping onto the table. And I mean, I didn't really panic. It happened so fast that I didn't have time to panic. All I had time was to react and hit that E-stop button. When anything ever happens in a factory with machines, there's always an E-stop button, and that's the first thing you want to look for. So here I'll put up a picture of the glove so you can see what happened to the glove. I mean, they're not that thick. I mean, it tore it to pieces. I told my supervisor, I said, these are now Ow, these are now my lucky gloves. I mean, because if it wasn't for those gloves, you know, that could have been all my skin being ripped up into that drill press. So these are now my lucky gloves. I can't wear them anymore. Obviously from the picture you can tell I can't wear them. The middle finger's missing, the ring finger's chewed up, the pinky finger, the little one, the little pinky finger is barely there. You know, the whole back of the glove is ripped off. I have a bunch of tattoos. You know, I started finishing my arms. The tops of my hands are done. You know, my whole arms are sleeved. Left arm is still an outline right now. My right arm, I just started finishing up. I'm doing black and gray work, so I just started finishing up my right arm. And I got the top of the shoulder all the way down on the outside's done. I still have the inside to go yet. Just waiting on the funds. Tattoos are expensive. And I got off topic again. That happened at about 10:30 this morning when I was at work. That's what I was dealing with. And I wasn't going to tell my supervisor. Like I said, I'm not one to complain about little cuts, right? But he was like, I'm glad you did, I'm glad you did. You know, you have to, because if your hand starts to hurt or your arm starts to hurt later, you know, the company needs to be able to send you to the doctor. You know, because in a way they are liable. I mean, it was my own fault, but, you know, it's a work-related accident. You know, I'm not going to really take it any farther unless it really starts to hurt. I mean, the pain in my wrist went away, so it's just the cuts that are bothering me right now. It took me a little bit to get my glove on at the gas station. You know, it took me, hey buddy, it took a gash out of the side of my hand, on my right hand, but it took a gash out of the side. Big old chunk, man, that's what was bleeding all over the place. The top of my middle finger has like teeth marks in it from the drill bit. And they gave me like a blood blister on my pinky finger. I'm not really sure where that came from. But I'm finding like all kinds of little wounds, I guess. All kinds of little wounds. Felt like I just went through a red light for some reason. And I want to give a little shout out to Shinja June. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'll put an annotation with a link to her channel in here. She's another PA YouTuber, which was pretty cool. You know, I want to thank her for supporting my channel. She subscribed, you know, PA support, I guess, but I want to thank her for that. So check her out. Annotations up, link in the description. Got my thermal undies on, Under Armour shirt on too. Hands are a little cold. My right hand especially is kind of burning right now, but that's just from being injured. But yeah, man, I've been waiting for the nicer weather. I bitch about it all the time, and this would have been terrible. I mean, the weather's not great, but it's getting better. You know, a lot better to come out and ride. And now would be the time that I end up hurting myself to where I couldn't ride. This would be the time. Thankfully, you know, it's just a couple scratches, a couple chunks of skin missing, but my palms are all right that I can lean on. You know, so nothing terrible. I love this road back here. When there's no cars, you can really get your lean on back here. I actually tried to film one of my music videos back here, but I was stuck in traffic the whole time, both ways. I just went home. Oh man, get out of my way. I mean, even now we're cruising about 50 miles an hour. And I mean, you still get enjoyment out of leaning the bike in the turns. I brought that up in my last video about learning to lean. I went out with a couple friends. You know, the one guy, he's a fairly new rider. He might get mad at me for saying this. I'm not going to mention his name. He's a really cool dude. He's not one of those stuck-up asshole kind of riders. I mean, we can just hang out, mess with each other on the road a little bit, but the one ride I took with them, it's like, I think the sign said 20 miles an hour, right? 20 mile an hour turn, and I was behind him. You know, we had probably about 12 people out there that day doing just group riding. And he slowed down so much for this turn, right-hand turn, like this one, right hand. He slowed down so much that you could turn your handlebars. That means we were doing like under 20 miles an hour for a 20-mile-an-hour turn. I mean, me personally on my bike, if I'm just cruising and it says 20 miles an hour, that means at minimum I usually take it 10 miles above. Like I'll take that turn 20 miles an hour, I'll take it at, you know, about 30. You know, I usually go 10 up on a bike. I mean, I can swerve the turns a lot easier than, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. I don't need to explain it. You know what I mean. This guy's riding my ass back here like I'm not doing the speed limit. So that's my example for leaning your bike. Learn to lean, don't be afraid. You know, he was one that's, the bike he's riding now, he started on that. He started on the ZX6R. I believe it's a 2006, which is a Kawasaki if you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. But, I mean, I used to smoke him when I was on my 250. He's like, I've never seen anybody ride a 250 like you do. I was like, well, you know, it's flickable. It's a light bike. It's got a low seat height, you know, it's a perfect starter bike, in my opinion. Maybe the 300 now is going to take over, but, you know, that 250 was great for back roads. I didn't really enjoy it on the highway. I felt like I was going to blow it up, but, you know, it gets the job done. It's not like it can't be driven on the highway. And of course, I like this bike now. I like this bike better, but it's only because I wanted more power. Do I technically need it for what I do? No, but, you know, I learned all the basics I needed to on that 250, and now I put them on this bike, and I learn more, man. I learn more every day. You know what's great about making videos is that I can almost do whatever I want. I'm in control, right? I'm in control. I love music. Let's talk about some music, right? Now that I got my main topic out of the way. I don't know why I just did that. I turned the camera off for some reason, like I was going to sit there for a while, and I'm not. But it should be back on now. I used dubstep in a couple of my videos. I used some dubstep. I don't really listen to that often. I figured it would be something that like everybody could kind of enjoy in a sense, whether you like it or not. It wouldn't be something that's just like, oh, this is god awful. I can't believe I'm listening to this. Oh my god. So I use dubstep. But I used to listen to like hardcore music, kind of screamo style music. Bands like The Devil Wears Prada and As I Lay Dying. Above This, that's some really hard shit. You need to check them out. If you like hard music, Above This, I mean, I don't think you can buy their CD in a store, but YouTube them, man. When I heard them, just about shit my pants with some of their breakdown things that they have. Some of the effects that they use, oh, it was ridiculous. It was like pure love. But I gotta be in the mood to listen to that, so. What's in your car right now? I want to see some comments on here. I mean, I know I don't have a big following or anything, which is perfectly fine, you know, because I just keep riding around talking to myself for fun anyway. But what's in your CD player in your car right now, if you have a CD player, or what's on your iPod that you're listening to, you know, on your way to work today, or you know what I mean? Right now I have Pierce the Veil, which is a really awesome band in my opinion. They're really awesome. Yeah, this road is nice. Maybe I will put this in a video soon. I think maybe once the weather warms up, I'll put this road in a video so I can hit it really hard. You know, kind of make an entertaining video if the roads were okay. Like, there's so much gravel out here still, as you can see in the middle there, and that like spreads out across the road a little bit in certain areas. You never know. But I think that's all I really needed to talk about. So, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.